What is good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about Ender's Game book review. I do not have it with me. I packed it up with all the stuff. So I hope you guys are having a good morning. I'm not gonna make this video too long. I think I'm just gonna kind of keep it as a generalization. But Ender's Game, what a story. It's really a great coming of age story. It really embodies the hero's journey because you get to see the character develop. Ender, for example, you get to see him develop as a person. You get to see him develop into who he becomes as a character, as the hero of the story. Also really embodies the hero's journey as well. And overall, just a great book. It took me a bit to get through it, but I read it, I finished it, I thought it was great. And I really liked the aspect of the science fiction that was portrayed in it. I really liked the science fiction aspect. Them floating around, having to learn the tactics on how to fight each other, hand-to-hand combat, and using their guns and floating around. Epic. Just good old science fiction. So, it really embodies the hero's journey, though, because you get to see him become more and develop more as a person, and you get to see what's going on in his life, and some of the aspects and challenges that he goes through. And so I don't really want to spoil the story for you guys. All I want to tell you is that it's a good read. It's a great read. I basically just gave you the pros. The cons to it, though, is that if you're not a fan of science fiction, if it doesn't make sense to you in your head, if you can't really think outside the box with it, then the book isn't for you, I would say. But a lot of people were also telling me about the ending, and the ending was a shocker. I was not expecting that, so I don't want to give that away for you guys either. But you really get to see him develop in the hero's journey. You really get to see his allies, his tactics, his skills that he learns and accumulates throughout the entire book. And it's futuristic, so you got to keep in mind and keep an open mind when you're reading it about the kind of technology that they have. That the guy that was writing the book and talking about it, this was written back in 1985 or 84, I think. And so for them to talk about those concepts and some of the devices that they were dealing with, we actually have those things now, which is kind of crazy. So just a great story. It takes you on a really cool adventure, and you get to see how Ender develops as a person, how he overcomes and accomplishes his fears, his anxieties, and what he becomes and who he becomes at the end of the story. But it's not just Ender. The other aspects to the story, though, too, are Valentine, his sister, and his brother Peter. They also share, the writer kind of geared it to where they get to share their portion of the stories too and what they're going through. So that's it for the book, guys. It was a great read. I highly recommend it. If you're a science fiction fan, highly recommend it. If you're into the hero's journey concept and fundamentals, highly recommend it. So I would read it. And yeah, that's it. Stay tuned, guys. More content coming your way. And yeah, have a great day.